Hello everyone and welcome to the Flight Sim Deck and welcome to Sacramento, California. I am back after a long extended absence, probably the longest it's been since I started this channel, but back now and hopefully on a regular schedule. We're going to be doing Alaska Airlines flight number 823 out to the island of Maui in Hawaii. This is a trip I actually took a year ago around this time, and I have some footage at the very end of the video of the actual flight if you'd like to check that out. So we're going to be doing that. I'll be using a little bit of audio throughout the video from the flight that I captured, and it's going to be a good one for you, so make sure you stick around, check it out. Let's get in here to Sky Vector, right here in the valley of Sacramento, and we're going to be doing the Faith Hill departure out this way. It's going to bring us south, and we'll get up to our cruise altitude before heading out over the ocean. It's going to be a little over 5 hours to do this flight, so we're going to turn 5 hours into about 40 minutes or so. And just a lot of ocean, not much at all to see, clouds and ocean. And yes, we'll be coming out this way, and then we'll be hooking up with Diallo, that waypoint over there, as we do some oceanic crossing here. And that'll bring us down here into Hawaii, right there at Drake. And then in here, straight into the island. It's going to be a pretty cool approach, so we have this to look forward to. But yeah, there's Maui. It's the medium island to the big island of Hawaii. And yeah, that's gonna do it. That will be the route. Let's get to it. Okay, we're getting the jetway pushed back now, and we're going to be starting the plane in just a moment and pushing back. Heading over to runway 16 right.
Brakes off, here we go.
Starting the number 2 engine.
Pause the use of your electronic devices and direct your attention to the flight attendants as we go over some of the safety features of this aircraft that we're on. Today we're flying on a Boeing 737-800 series aircraft. There are 8 emergency exits on this plane. There's 2 doors forward, 1 on each side, 4 window exits, 2 over each wing, and 2 doors aft, 1 on each side. The 4 doors are equipped with inflatable evacuation slides, and all exits are marked.
Okay, we're on our way to 16 right. Now, some of you might know from one of my past videos, I was moving to a new place, bought a house, and took most of this month to get all that done. First moving out of the place, and then getting it cleaned up, and then moving a few more little things out, getting the new place set up, cleaned up, ready. Took a lot of my time. Didn't even have internet for the first week. My desk broke during the move, so I had to order a new one, and it actually just came a few days ago, but I have not put it together yet, so that's going to be my task after this. I want to get one video out before doing that. But yeah, getting almost back on schedule with everything.
Oh, that means when it's like barely sundown in Hawaii, which is so tired. Early to bed, early to rise.
I did a video for FSElite recently on Innsbruck, possibly, arguably, the best video I've ever produced. So go ahead and check that out. That was also another priority I had to get to before doing this video. Once I finally got my internet set up, I was able to complete that video and get that finished, and move on to doing this one. It's a good time to go out to Hawaii around this time of year. Very, very nice out there, very beautiful. And this is probably the cheapest way to go to Hawaii. If you live on the west coast, it's going to be the cheapest because you're the closest to the island. So it's a fairly affordable trip if you're that close. Okay, we're going to hold short here. We're going to get everything set up, and then we'll be on our way to the runway. Now, they actually just released an update for this airport after a year. I was actually kind of surprised they did it. Literally the day after I finished this flight, the news broke that the update was out. And yeah, like I said, I was surprised that they did that. I didn't think they would be touching this airport ever again. This airport has always had major performance issues, and they've supposedly fixed that. So we'll have to do another flight soon. I have the Dash 8. I'm still trying to learn that plane. And the Dash 8 flies out of here to some different places, so I'll have to do a flight with that plane out of Sac, and we'll try it out. But alright, we're going on to the runway now, and we'll be taking off. Like I said, this is the Faith Hill 2 departure that we're doing today. I want to get the packs off, I just remembered, so I'm going to do that now. And we're going to be off. I'm going to hand fly it up to about 10,000 feet. It's a clear enough day. And yeah, I will talk to you guys once we're off the ground. Alright, positive climb gear up. And now we're leaving Sacramento International. We're going to make a left-hand turn here. And we're climbing to 35,000 feet today. Almost had a little problem getting the plane up there. Actually, part of the problem is I'm set up in my dining room and I don't have the yoke locked to the table, nor the rudder pedals, so it kind of moves around. But like I said, I'll be getting the desk set up, and that'll be nice. And then once I get the office set up the way I like, I'll do a little tour of that. I get my own office now. I don't have to share it anymore with my wife, so I can customize it exactly the way I want, and that'll be cool. I'll put some artwork up and maybe probably some aviation photos that I've taken. Have those put up on the wall, and yeah, it'll be pretty nice. New Nvidia drivers have come out, and they don't have. I guess they fixed the VAS leak. The previous ones that came out were pretty bad with Prepar3D, but I guess the new ones are pretty good. And then Windows 10 also has this new gaming mode that I want to check out, and I want to do a comparison of that with Prepar3D. I've heard some people say they've gained about 7 or 8 frames using it. For other people say it's not very good. I think it's just good for people that may not have the top of the line processor right now. It might help, but we'll see. I'll get in there and check that out. Also have some chase plane videos I want to do pretty soon. I want to continue the series that I was starting with cinematic videos, starting with landings, doing takeoffs, and I want to get into a few more things that I won't mention yet, that I'll just be doing. Forgot to put the flight director on in the beginning of this. But that's okay. We're still flying out of here. It's pretty much a straight path. Leave the packs back on. And when we hit 10,000 feet, turn the autopilot on so I can start looking around the window. We're just passing 7,000 feet. I believe that's Mather Airport off to the left there. But it's good to be back flying. Good to be back doing the flight sim thing. And sorry all you people out there who also make videos that I haven't been watching your videos and commenting. Like I said, the move pretty much consumed all of my time, and haven't had much time to do anything else. But I should be back on a normal schedule pretty soon. Definitely not going to be any 2-3 weeks without video. Probably just weekly, maybe 1 or 2 videos a week. You know, kind of like I was doing. Okay, landing lights off. Turn off lights, and yeah, let's get the. Let's go ahead and get the autopilot on. Just past 10,000 feet. I'd like to get back out to Hawaii sometime soon. If not this year, then next year. It's so beautiful out there, and such a just a relaxing vibe, you know. Nothing like being near the ocean like that. Clear water for the most part. Just really good. Good food, good drinks. Okay, we're making our turn now out to the ocean. Almost getting close to our cruise altitude. In other news, Orbx is having a sale right now. I think it's 47% off all their products except the 2 that they've released recently. I believe San Diego and Innsbruck are not for sale, but all the other ones are. And that is excellent news, because that actually brings the prices down to a more reasonable level of what I would pay. I mean, Orbx does amazing quality stuff, but those airports really add up when you're paying $20, $30, even $40 for some of them. So to see those pretty much cut in half will be great. I'm probably going to get Lake Tahoe. I want to get another Colorado airport, and just see what I can get. See, I want to try to like strategically get airports that I'm going to be doing flights in and out of, that aren't just going to be some obscure airport that I won't really fly to too much. So I'm going to kind of look around on FlightAware and see what goes where, and plan to get those. So yeah, check that out, guys, if you haven't heard. They're having that sale, so head over there. Pretty hazy out there. Shouldn't run into any storms or anything. I think it's going to be good the whole way. But yeah, liking the new house. So much nicer to have a house than an apartment. And about the last 5 years, I've lived in 2 different apartments, and you know that life just gets old, especially when you want a yard and you just want to do whatever you want. And then you have a whole new respect for the place too, because you own the stuff and it's yours. So that's also a factor. The first day I got the keys to the place, we actually go over to the house, and the front doorknob's missing, the lockbox with the keys is gone. Somebody had broken in and probably spent a couple nights inside the home, just because it had, it had been on the market for about a month. The lawn was way too long, and the for sale sign was out there, so it was just screaming that nobody was there. So people came along and broke in, spent the night, and stole a few things, little things that the sellers left, little random things, nothing, not a big deal. But it actually ended up being kind of cool that that happened, because it ended up getting, like, the cleaning and the locks got changed, which we needed to do anyway. That all got paid for free because it happened before we technically owned it. So that was actually sucked at first, but worked out in the end. I've heard of way worse stories about people breaking into homes that aren't occupied yet and doing stupid things like dumping a bag of concrete in the toilet, or putting holes in the wall, writing on the wall. So it could have been a lot worse. People do some pretty messed up things out there. But yeah, this actually worked out for the better, surprisingly. So yeah, but now all settled in, and looking for some good times in the new spot. I'll do some live streaming when I get a chance. Probably next time it will be in this plane, in the 737-800. I don't know what route I'll do. Something cool, something kind of lengthy. I don't like streams to last, I don't want the flight to last an hour. I'd like to be on the stream with you guys for at least 3 to 4 hours. So yeah, we'll look into doing something like that. Right now, I don't stream regularly because it's just a lot goes into it, and I have to set up a slot of time to be able to do that, and it's just I just really enjoy doing these flights, and I can't really do them the way I do it with stream. I kind of like just doing these it's kind of a documentary style flight, and I try to tune them to where anybody can enjoy them. Even if you don't know anything about aviation, that you could watch the video and somewhat be entertained by it, by what's going on. That's why I cut out a lot of stuff. Like I said, this flight is over 5 hours, and you're just looking at ocean. And I'm not gonna be on here and talk for 5 hours. That'll get really old. So yeah, I try to cut it up, make it a little more interesting. We're approaching our top of descent soon, and yeah, we'll be doing that real soon. Alright, making the descent now. We're let's see, we're going to be doing the Haiku 1 arrival. This is one of 2 arrivals into this airport. Looks beautiful down there. That's pretty much what it looks like in real life. They did a really good job. This is Orbx North America that's making this look great. But yeah, as far as the colors and the fields and stuff, that's what it looks like. Now right now we're coming in, we're going to do the ILS approach into runway 2. It's the approach we were given, so that's how they're bringing everybody in right now. It's a common one. Next time I want to do the visual approach. I think it's called the smokestack visual, I believe. It's something like that. That looks cool, but on a day like today, it's not too good for a visual approach. So we're just going to do the ILS. But hopefully next time we'll get a day where we can do that. Basically, we're just going to go up there, turn right, and then just a kind of a straight in approach from there. Now the smokestack visual looks like you turn into the runway at the last second. Yeah, it looks pretty interesting, so I'd like to try that out. Maybe with a smaller plane, if not a bigger plane, or I could do a shorter. I really don't want to do the 5-hour flight again so soon, but maybe something shorter from one of the other islands. I also forgot to set the clock on this plane, so I'm only showing 2 hours and 18 minutes of the flight. But that's when I remembered it, about almost 2.5 hours ago. I remembered, hey, I didn't turn the clock on, but that's okay. I want to upgrade my processor soon. Got the 1080 Ti, although you wouldn't know it with some of this airport performance. Actually, these two airports are pretty crappy on performance, no matter what kind of system you have. Sacramento and this FSDreamTeam Hawaii airport. I think it's Kahului Airport, actually. But yeah, not too good on the frames, for whatever reason. Most likely not. Just old. It's an old airport, and not too optimized for the latest version of Prepar3D. Maybe worked great with FSX at one time, but you know, some of these airports are getting pretty dated for performance. Putting the gear down now, and we're going to start putting the flaps out, getting slowed down, and making our final approach. This is the ILS approach plate for runway 2. Maui always looks like, to me, it looks like a floating corpse. It's like face down. It's really weird. If you look at it on the map, you'll kind of notice that. Right, we're getting slowed down. Very nice. Don't have the runway in sight yet, but we should soon. I think TFDI is very close with their update for the 717 to fix a lot of the problems, mainly with the CDU and all that, because it was just terrible before. So once that gets released, I'll start doing a flight with that. First one I want to do is Atlanta to Chicago, and that'll be a great video. I'm going to spend extra time making that video nice, so look out for that one day when that update comes out. Should be soon. Okay, arming the spoilers. Almost have our flap set. I'm gonna go 2 more notches. Still don't have the runway. Alright, I got the pappy lights. And our flaps are set to 30. Got the lights, but I don't quite have the runway, even though you know it's there. Alright, we're going to turn the autopilot off and fly it in from here. Hopefully I'm not too rusty with the 737. It's been about a month. Less than a month, but who's counting? Like I said, if you skipped ahead at all, check out the end of the video. You can see the actual flight that I took. Same route, Sacramento to this airport, Alaska Airlines. Yeah, check it out. Got the little window view, the footage I took. So we will do that. That would actually be a cool series to go on a trip, record it, do the actual route, then include the real footage, like I'm doing here. But I may not even need to call that a series. I could just throw in the footage at the end. But alright, gonna go sterile cockpit from here. I will talk to you on the ground.
Back 9 Romeo, Papa, catch about a third on down, thank you.
Actually, I'm gonna say the airport didn't load in. I'm getting major drop frames just so it can load in trees. That is disappointing. And we're down center line regardless of all that crap. Yeah, it's a little disappointing that it's like that. It thinks it's acting like I have the demo when I have the paid version of this airport. And then that lag, those drops, just so it can put the trees in. That is just something broken with this airport. Like I said, this is old stuff. Too old for Prepar3D. Probably if I do a reinstall, it'll work, but I bet you it would still have those drop frames, because this airport always did have that, I noticed. Alright, let's check out a few of the replays.
Aloha, ladies and gentlemen, and come on to the island of Maui. Kama'aina, welcome home. Local time here 10 minutes after 12. Please not.
Okay, let's head into the gate at this invisible airport. All the buildings are missing, but at least the taxiways and runways are here. But yeah, it's just how it goes sometimes. And we're going to park right here and do the shutdown procedure. So the parking brake is set, engine start lever is cut off, pack signs off, APU bleed air on, anti-collision light off, fuel pumps off, leaving the left aft on. Wing anti-ice, engine anti-ice already off, electric hydraulic pumps off, isolation valve open, and the flight director is off. Well, everybody, thank you for watching this flight. Good to be back, and I'll be putting a lot more videos out for you guys, so I'll see you in the comment section. Enjoy the montage of the flight I took, and yeah, guys, I'll see you on the next one. You take care.
Oh, that means when it's like barely sundown and Hawaii, which is so tired. Early to bed, early to rise.
Aloha, ladies and gentlemen, and come on to the island of Maui. Come on, welcome home. Local time here 10 minutes after 12.